When you get into those crazy week-long ruts where you binge watch the entirety of Attack on Titan, where you relapse like 8 times a day for the whole week, where you play like 14 hours of video games per day, where you eat like shit, you just eat nothing but chocolate-covered croissants, those week-long ruts, at the end, where you're lying in bed and you're questioning your life's existence and you try to drown out that hypothetical with more stimulation, with more TikTok, with more shorts, with more video games, with more porn, it makes life even worse. You're lying in bed after that rut and you feel like shit, and the shit you used to cope with just doesn't hit anymore. The shorts, your brain is too fried for that shit. The video games, you can't even focus on where you're getting killed from, so you just close the game because you're just not winning. The anime, your attention span is so fried that you can't even focus on the plot. After a while, that shit just stops hitting. What the fuck do you do now? At this point, at that feeling of complete failure, at the feeling of being a complete bitch, when you feel like you are a bitch, that your life is meaningless, when you feel that at the end of your ruts, and the shorts and the video games and the porn and the hentai and the Genshin Impact all stop hitting, I need you to get up and make a comeback. I need you to get up out of your bed after you miserably sold for the whole week. I need you to get up and make a comeback. I need you to get up and do those tasks that you failed to do for the whole week. I need you to basically clutch up a 1v5 by yourself. I need you to clutch a 1v5 with a pistol while everyone else has AKs. That is what I need you to do, because you have so much misery built into you that you can use that as infinite fuel to lock in. Think about it. When you're doubting your life's existence, it is so much easier for you to make a comeback. It is so much easier for you to just get out of bed and do 5 sets of push-ups, and do 5 sets of sit-ups, and do 5 sets of pistol squats, and do 2 hours of deep work, and do 10 minutes of meditation, and write down a page of gratitude, and read a chapter of a book. It is so easy for you to do that because you feel like shit. It is so easy for you to do that because you have this feeling of failure, disappointment, these negative emotions that you can tap into to lock in. Because there is nowhere else to go other than up. There's nowhere else to go. There's nothing else to do other than to do the actions that you know are good for you. There's nothing else you can do because the video games, the shorts, the shit you're addicted to just stops hitting. You just get tired of that shit. It just doesn't make you happy. It just makes you feel like shit at the end of your week-long rut. There's nothing else to do other than to sleep and to fuck up all over again the next day. It's either that or you stop being a bitch, you get up out of your bed, even if it's 3 a.m., and just do your workout, and just do your deep work, and just study for your exam, and just do your homework, and just meditate for 20 minutes, and just read 3 chapters. It's so easy for you to do that because you have that fuel, that feeling of failure where you're doubting your life's existence. That is fuel that you can use to lock in. So take advantage of it. Every time you go into a rut and at the end of your day you feel like absolute shit, get up and make a comeback. Now, that is gonna feel super hard. If I told you, after you're so tired of just wasting your life, if I told you to basically do a workout, you would be like, hell no, that's way too hard. And you won't do it. And you just go to sleep, wake up, and start fucking up the next day. So there's a very specific tactic that you should do to actually make it easy for you to make a comeback. And that tactic is the 1 second mindset. Basically, you need to genuinely believe that you are not going to do the whole workout, that you are not going to do 2 hours of deep work, that you are not going to meditate for 20 minutes, that you're not going to read 4 chapters. You need to genuinely tell yourself and genuinely believe that you will just do 1 second of the task that you know you have to do. So if you know that you need to work out, but you're way too lazy, if you know that you are procrastinating like hell, it is entirely doable that you get up and do a single push-up. Just one. Not the whole workout, not the shoulder press and the curls and the rear delts and the legs. Just one push-up. Just one breath of meditation. Just one word of gratitude said out loud. Just one sentence of a book red. You need to genuinely tell yourself that I am going to do 1 second of my tasks, and then I'll go back to sleep and fuck up the next day. Genuinely believe that. Gaslight yourself, manipulate yourself into believing that you will just do 1 second of the task you know you have to do. Because what's gonna happen is that one singular second is going to snap you out of whatever rut you're in. It's gonna bring you back to logical consciousness, where you are then able to, almost like a decision in a video game, pick which action you're gonna do next. When you force yourself to do 1 second of exercise, that will allow you to then have a dialogue that you can use absolute logic to pick the correct one. It will almost be like a prompt in like solo leveling, where do you want to do another set? Yes or no? And in your logical sense, because you did that one push-up, you know the logical best answer is to do another set. But if we told you to pick between fucking up and doing a set before you did the one push-up, you would probably pick not doing a set because you're tired and it's 3 a.m. and you're gonna fuck up your sleep. You would answer based on how you feel, and you feel like shit, so you would answer the shit answer. You would pick the shit answer. But if we force you, if we genuinely believe that we will just do 1 second of our task before we go to sleep, we do it, we will regain consciousness. We will regain that ability to think, and then we can pick the right choice. But there is a chance that you have no idea what choice you need to pick. Yeah, sure, you know you need to exercise, but you've never actually done exercise in your whole entire life. You know you need to do deep work and make money and work on a business or whatever, but like you have no idea what to do. You have this energy of failure. You have this feeling of failure that you tap into, that you use to do 1 second. You get that logical consciousness, but you have no option to lock in because you don't know the possibilities. You have the option to go back into the rut, but then the second option is kind of blurred out because you don't know what it is. So if you don't know what you need to do, join my free Discord server. I will see if I can put you on the methods. I will make you lock in. I will give you the methods, just like how I have done with Kevin, with Abdul, with my bro. I have made them all lock in. I gave them the steps that they need to take. I literally told them what to do, and they use that feeling of failure that has been building up inside of them over the years, over their lifelong ruts. They used that feeling of failure to lock in. They literally went from being Genshin Impact, basement dwelling, hentai enjoying bitches to locking in. So if you want the same for yourself, if you need a plan, if you need a method, if you need a roadmap to change your life in 14 days, join my Discord server and I'll put you on that shit.